Hey, what's up my YouTube friends? Welcome to another knife review. Got a badass Tops knife here. Alright, it's a beautiful day, very sunny, but it's getting hot and humid, and every bug in the world is out today, but I hope you're all doing well. Alright, check out this knife. Yeah. You know what this is for, right? It's a collectible weapon, I would call it. So here's a closer look. You've got a ring pommel right there. You have true full tang construction, nice canvas micarta handle scales, an integrated guard. This is double-edged, a true dagger with extreme piercing ability. Yeah, so you see it has little dual sharpening choils and dual fullers. And I gotta repolish this because I've just been stabbing a lot of things with it. All right, I filmed these segments, you know, kind of out of order, so I've already tested this out. But yeah, and you got that Tops black powder coat. All right, at this time I'm going to roll in the stats on this bad boy, and we'll talk a little bit about price comparison. Try to save you money if you want one of these. 6.5 inches blade length, 11.4 inches overall length, 0.19 inches thick, 8.3 ounces in weight, 1095 high carbon steel. Here's a price comparison for you. At the Tops Knives website, this is going for $290. At Smoky Mountain Knife Works, this is going for $214. At Blade HQ, DLT Trading, and Knife Center, this is priced between $200 to $205. On US Amazon, this is listed for $180. And at Chicago Knife Works, this is going for $138. And I have to say, if not for the low price at Chicago Knife Works, I would generally not be buying Tops knives in 2026 just because their prices have crept up and up and up. Speaking of Tops knives, this is some of my collection. You've got the Wild Pig Hunter right there. You've got that LaCie Sabot design. The Modern Gladius. Another LaCie Sabot USMC knife. Screaming Eagle. The War Bowie. And this Apache knife, Apache Falcon. Alright, so I've always been a fan of Tops knives because they work with some of the best designers, is what it comes down to. So yeah, what a journey it's been collecting and using these knives. I've been into this for a long time. Yeah, so I'm glad I was able to find a good price on this so that I could continue incrementally adding to this collection of sharp-pointed steel. All right, a little bit of carving. Now, this is a stabber, right? But I just want to show you that it has an edge. Right, it's a frickin' knife too, so. But yeah, this is mostly to deactivate the enemy. We understand that. But just to show you that if you had to actually cut something, yeah, you could. The thing is, it's double-edged, so I can't press on the spine. You see what I'm saying? But whatever. Maybe you have to cut like a fucking gear strap or something out there. Who knows? I mean, it's doing okay. It's actually doing pretty crappy compared to like a bushcraft knife, but nah, it's doing okay for what it is. Alright. Yes, like I said, hope you're all doing good. I hope this gear hobby is treating you nicely, treating you gently. No first world problems. Oh, which knife should I buy? Should I buy a karambit or an auto? These are first world problems, man, but it's good to have those problems. Alright, see. Alright, so it actually did carved a tip onto this. So that's it cutting a thing. This is the sheath. It is molded kydex. It has eyelets all around. It's got a dangler loop there, right, with ring. It holds it securely and silently. Right, so that is the sheath. This comes reasonably sharp, especially for a dagger. And especially since that that coating does interfere with gliding through a little bit. But yeah, it came fairly sharp. I'm going to put this part near the end of the video so that YouTube's AI doesn't sample this for the little part that it plays on your sidebar. Yeah, when your gear reviewer starts thinking he's Steven Spielberg and he discovers zoom and zoom out shots, right? You know, suddenly it's an art film. A super close-up, that's an art film. No, just kidding. Wow, that was annoying. It's a flyby. Canvas micarta. Modern Gladius. So when are they coming out with the ancient Gladius? I guess they couldn't, because it's modern times. I don't know if you can hear that backup siren. Man, I can't stand backup sirens because, you know, the thing is, like, people act like if there was no backup siren, that suddenly, like, a whole herd of toddlers would just end up behind the frickin' vehicle. It's not true. Yeah, first it's backup sirens, and then it's going to be turning sirens, and then it's going to be forward sirens, and then it's just going to be like, every second of your life there will be a siren, and if you say anything, what about the children? What about the children? Okay, end of rant, bros. Alright, so final conclusions. Am I glad that I got this? I'm definitely glad that I got this. I mean, I collect weapons. It's a collectible weapon. I'm pretty sure most people who buy one of these, they don't necessarily intend to get into a knife fight with a dagger. Correct. But when you collect weapons, usually you want a functional, you know, a real weapon, which is why I keep an M1 Abrams tank in my driveway. And they, you know, when the neighbor, and they play their music too loud, it's over. I'm just like, Sabo, right? No, just kidding, just kidding. But no. You know, when you can get a functional weapon, you know, when it's legal in your area, whatever the fuck, yeah, I'm happy with it. But like I said, you got to be careful with Tops knives. You can really take a bath if you don't do the price comparison and so forth. But yeah, glad I added it to my collection. All right, it's been We All Juggle Knives. I'm out.